Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dice to Roll, the Queerest Pathfinder Podcast on a planet where we answer hard questions like, what is the wizarding equivalent of ChatGPT, and what are its effects on the world of magical academia?
I think it's what is Unseen Servant called now?
Phantasmal Minion?
Yeah,
Something like that?
I think it's Phantasmal Minion. I think it's having it write shit for you, because I think that it can write things for you, but it doesn't do it well, and it does it like very like poorly trained AI.
Okay, so it's Phantasmal Scribe. It's written by someone who's never read a book before.
Yeah, I don't think
But knows how to
they
write.
use it for like papers, but I think that there's like an epidemic of like people using it for like letters towards each other.
Yeah?
That they don't want to write, and so you'll get like a letter in the mail one day from your bitch wizard wife, and it'll be like incomprehensible.
Okay, you've got a fucking letter from Wizard and a gun, and she has told you, you're not even reading it, you get your fucking thing to reply, and basically you've created an illicit love story between your Phantasmal Scribe and Wizard and a gun's Phantasmal Scribe. And they're descending into madness together. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I am.
I have a pitch. I think I know. I like your idea of Phantasmal Scribe, but I do think they're using it in papers. And I think they're... Because magic is like a mutable thing, right?
Yeah.
I'd like to imagine that these fucking Phantasmal Scribes are inventing new spells that no one knows how to use or control, and they are extremely dangerous.
That's so funny! Yes.
I actually really like that. I'm low-key tempted to like fucking read this fucking Starfinder supplemental.
That's
one
fucking
day about
hilarious.
that.
Please.
Do it. Fucking do it.
That's like, just imagine you being like, okay, let me open up this spell book of fucking scribe-generated spells, and I cast, and like 90% of them just don't fucking work, right? But then one of them works in a really bad way. It just spell of cut your own hand off, right? And it never grows back.
Stop!
Jesus.
But it lets you float 1 foot off the floor when you cast it, right?
Perfect.
That's
the perfect spell.
That's what I think happens. Well, do any of you, Luna, Dave, do either of you have any pitches for what the fuck might happen with Wizard ChatGPT?
I think it would get banned too quickly in most countries, but like one of them is just like just did not. So everybody that likes it has moved there, and they've created monstrosities.
What fucking country is it? What country has no fucking integrity when it comes to Razmaran. Oh my god. Razmir, the fucking fake god, who, like, the super powerful wizard who just came in, flattened a city, and was like, I'm actually a god, and that was me showing my power. Worship me, and you'll get divine powers. And the whole country's just kind of fallen for it.
Good lord.
He's such a fucking techno bro. There's no way. He invented Phantasmal Scribe.
Jeez.
He invented Phantasmal Scribe, and he's been reading other wizard spell books and training them to read these.
Stop! That's insanely funny.
I'm incorporating this into our canon, just so you guys know.
Oh my god.
Thank God.
Oh, thank goodness. What would I do without this?
I don't know. I mean, when it comes to like anything that has to do with wizards, I just think about the fucking wizard war that's going on in fucking Geb, isn't it?
Yeah, Geb and Nex. It's a cold war now, but it's ready to blow into a red war whenever the fuck.
So when the fuck is this gonna make it the red war?
Oh my god, you're so right. This is what's gonna tip it over the edge.
Now.
Fucking the undead open up a letter one day from a diplomat, and it was the diplomat just wasn't like really feeling like writing today. He got Phantasmal Scribe to write it. The fucking Bloodlord diplomat opens it up to see what Nex has to say, and it's like, by the way, your mom's a whore son, and you're like, what the fuck? And war is immediately declared.
Hilarious.
God.
The two nations are plunged into chaos.
I think that would be a good adventure to write, too.
That's an adventure path and a half right there.
Dang.
I want that to happen. I hope that's like the next one that they release, or they release that in the fucking future.
They better. Come on, guys. Luis Lowe's, I know you sometimes listen to our podcast.
Luis,
listen to me right now. The people want Wizard War ChatGPT.
We want it. And we want you to write it.
Please.
Okay.
I want to say, as bad of a student as Silk is, he's never used that.
He's got some pride.
He finds it distasteful, and he does not want his name written on anything that he did not hand fucking write.
Exactly. You get it. It's the same principle he has about his fucking his fashion. He will not let anyone else take fucking ownership of that craftsmanship. He will do it himself, or he will not do it at all.
Shall we play some Pathfinder?
Yes. Maybe. Do you feel like it?
Probably.
How much?
Just probably.
Let's find out.
When we last left our adventurers in the Abomination Vaults, Fiore, Silk, and Alrik spent a little more time in the town of Otari. Alrik and Fiore spent time taking care of Doriana, who seemed to be a little better than she was before. However, Alrik uncovered a grim secret. Someone had cast Outcast's curse on Doriana. On top of that, when Silk was studying the ruby that Alrik had brought back to Silk from Doriana's home, where it had been previously stuffed into Doriana's plushie, Silk uncovered that it had been swapped once again with Alric's own ruby, meaning someone had come into Silk's home, taken it, and brought it back to Doriana. You're all quite concerned for her, but at the moment you feel that perhaps there may be answers in the dungeon. Presently, you all returned into the arena. You did some brief exploring, where you uncovered a mimic, and you came across Chafkem, the mummy administrator of the arena, who told you that he himself is not particularly interested in aiding Belcora after she directly contributed to his ultimate demise. He also told you of the horrors that lay below on the floor beneath you, the laboratory. A laboratory being run by a Sugati named Jafaki, a weird caterpillar-like fleshwarper, who has been seemingly trying to muster an army to invade the surface, and has already succeeded in getting certain fleshwarps beyond the Ghost Walk. Now with the Ghost Walk collapsed regardless, it would appear that you all have a time bomb on your hands. As such, you made your way deeper into the dungeon, coming face to face with Kalido Harovex, the cousin of Belcora Harovex, the champion of the arena, and a massive fuck-off, pyramid head-ass motherfucker. Bracing yourselves, you've made your way down the stairs into the laboratory.
And that is where our adventure begins today. Are we ready to go into the fleshy dungeon?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't like that it's fleshy, but sure.
There's a lot of flesh down here. You know, you were told that flesh warps are in this place. It's gonna be fleshy.
Yeah.
We were told to anticipate flesh.
You were warned that this place might be a little fleshy.
That doesn't mean I'm happy about it.
Exactly.
That's true.
I think I
Here.
I think I was in a different context last session, because my brain wired that as, oh, the ruby swapped itself out. It's a magical item. It fucking literally magically switched itself in between. Not someone broke into fucking Silk's house. Whee! I think that Silk was so tired that he did not realize that, oh my god, yeah, someone might have broken into my house.
I mean, it could be a magic item too. So, we ready?
Mm-hmm.
The wide spiral staircase continues downward, leveling out long enough to pass by a single door leading east and a hallway leading west to a double door. The space between them has a rounded, cloudy window overlooking a large pool in a natural cavern. A dim orange glow emanates from far below, and with it, a terrible stench of sulfur. You have all been traveling down the stairs, and finally you're making your way to the next floor's platform. It's quite a bit further below, and the stairs continue to spiral out even further below again. This is the laboratory, the 6th of 10 floors. You're only a little bit over halfway into the dungeon. That's how vast this place is. As you all make your way down this central shaft, I want to ask, how are you guys all doing right now?
I think Silk is definitely a little shaken still by that interaction.
Mm-hmm.
That was freaky. That was really freaky, you know?
Just a bit.
Quite.
And I think he's vocally very unhappy with the smell coming from this floor as well. And he's anticipating some gross things, and he is not particularly in the best mood about it, I don't think. It's like, I don't know, like the human equivalent of like a dog in the back of the car, and you like turn back to the dog and you're like, we're going to the vet, and the dog fucking looks at you like you just told it you're gonna kill it.
You're doing the thing, like you're looking at the others with the side of your eye.
Yeah, he's
side-eyeing them.
He's side-eyeing everyone, being like, are we really gonna... Yeah, we're going down to the... Okay, sure.
I guess we could do that.
I suppose. Even though it fucking reeks.
The one that stinks, for what it's worth, is not this floor. It is the floor below.
The one that we're going to.
No. Below it.
Oh, okay.
The 7th floor.
That's the one that smells of sulfur.
He can still get a whiff of it, and he's still not happy.
Fiore and Alrik, how are you two doing?
I think Fiore is generally like, wow, more things. I think he's a little worried about what they're going to find, but more in like not in like I'm horrified at the very notion that bad things are coming, and more like, okay, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just like sort of sucking yourself out of like, all right, here we fucking go, I guess.
Yeah.
I think Alrik is... he's nervous about going down a little bit further. I think with every fucked up floor that they've been to, it's almost like, alright, spin the wheel, what's gonna happen next? Surely it can't be worse than what we've already experienced, smile.
Surely. So...
Ain't she the one with the temples?
As you all make your way down these stairs, I want to ask each of you, in turn, what you got this level when you leveled up.
Woo!
So, Silk, it's been a while since our last level up.
It has.
Literally since beating Volok.
Yeah. Wow.
What did Silk get this level as you hit level 7?
Wouldn't you like to know, DM boy?
That's why I'm asking.
I just said yeah. Silk got... I'm gonna keep the general feat. He got a secret till later, because you know what I want to do with that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I brought occultism up to master, which is nice.
Hooray. That's
I got
very
some new swanky 4th rank spells.
Woo!
They don't have to be secret, but I will use them in very sexy ways later on. Invisibility curtain and translocate.
Very nice. And what do these do?
One of them locates trans people, and the other one makes curtains invisible.
That's exactly what they do. Great work.
Yep.
Translocate. You turn around to Fiore. And is that you?
I believe so.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Fiore.
Very demure.
You are level 7. What's going on?
Raise my strength. So to +5 now. And then I gave myself, I brought up my religion to expert.
Mm-hmm.
I have armor expertise.
Very
and
nice.
Weapon specialization.
That's good. That gives you extra damage. Love it.
Well, you know, I just need that. I also gave myself a sudden charge.
You got that through Feats Plus, right?
I did.
So you used a new feat, Frontline Adept. If you are an expert in martial weapons, you can take a general feat at level 7 to give yourself either sudden charge or vicious swing. Two very, very iconic fighter and barbarian things, which are kind of almost must picks for certain builds. Sudden charge lets you stride twice and strike in 2 actions. Very good to have.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I just need to move a lot and just to be able to kill.
That's true. I think that's you, Fiore.
Yeah, I think so.
And Alrik, numero 7. What's going on with our favorite little Revra?
Well, he got access to some pretty nifty spells. Attribute modifier. He raised up his wisdom, so his perception is better.
Of all the things that have happened to you recently, I think that makes sense.
Yeah. Definitely. He wants to start noticing things a lot faster than he does. General feats, I got Revitalizing Grove as a master in nature.
Another thing from Feats Plus.
Yeah.
It's a very good book. Sorry, gotta get my plug in. Would you like to enter the plug? Don't mind if I do. Feats Plus, amazing book. I wrote it. Some other really good people wrote it. For $20, you get 300 new general feats and skill feats. It has a Foundry module now included for free, so you don't have to enter all yourself. If you find there aren't enough skill feats in the game, which is a big complaint a lot of people have, you should do it. It's good. There's lots of good stuff in there. I wrote a feat that lets you use parkour for acrobatics. I finished my job at an animation studio, so I don't currently have work at the moment, so buying this book helps me pay rent for me and Dave, so woo! Check it out. Find it on Pathfinder Infinite or wherever you get Pathfinder Infinite products. Thank you, Luna. Tell me about Vitalizing Grove.
So, frequency 1 hour. Requirements, I have to be in an area of natural terrain, so if it's been constructed, can't use it. So, caves.
Well, if you're in a cave.
If I'm in a cave, if I'm on the earth, it'll be fine. I can use this. Through communing with the environment and drawing upon natural life around you, you can create an area of healing energy. You spend 10 minutes utilizing old prayers and techniques to manipulate your environment, creating a 10-foot burst of energy that lasts for a minute. Attempt is a DC 30 nature check. If the area of natural terrain is in poor condition or lacking life, the DC may be increased under GM discretion. If you're a legendary in nature, you can choose to increase the DC to a DC 40 to double the amount of fast healing. So, crit success, the allies in the area gain fast healing 5 in the area. Success, it's fast healing 2, and failure, nothing happens.
Very exciting. And you're keeping those spells a secret, I assume, right?
I'll keep these a secret. I'll keep these under my hood. Haha.
Okay. With that in mind, we ready to hop in?
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So, Silk, Fiore, and Alrik, here you are, finally making your way. After a very long flight of stairs, you come down to a little platform on this spiraling staircase. Like I mentioned, there is a door out to the west. There is then a big viewing platform over a natural area to the north. And then there's another door to the east. And then below that, there's stairs going down to the smell of rotting eggs and a weird glowing light.
Okay.
But that's the next floor, so, might not be where you're aiming for immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go straight down. No need for anything else at all.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Level 8 right now.
I said I don't need experience.
Our GM is doing this by milestone. Let's go.
Let's go.
As you guys get to that kind of landing area, Borbo is on your shoulder, Silk, and he kind of looks around a little bit, and he says,
"So this is the laboratory?"
Well, it looks like it, doesn't it?
Well, I don't know, because this looks a little bit like a spiral staircase.
Laboratories can have spiral staircases.
This is not something I know of.
Well, now you do. I mean, this is the laboratory, right? You weren't misled.
It should be, but I guess we won't really know until we start opening doors.
Well, we can.
The question is, which door? Like I said, you have the door closest to you, to the west. And also, there is a big fucking viewing platform to the north.
Oh.
And that seems to be looking into, like, a cave below. Although it is now kind of drenched in darkness. And then there is a door to the east, on the other side of the landing. On the other side of the spiral staircase.
Where do you want to go? There's the store. If we want to go just this way.
Here seems fine.
Might as well.
Yeah.
It's closest to us.
Alright. Fiore's gonna raise his shield just in case, because he likes to be careful that way.
Alrik is gonna stare at the door and make sure that it doesn't have any traps on it.
Let's make a secret perception check, see if you can suss anything out about this door. Looks like a pretty normal door.
Okay, seems safe.
Alright, I'll open it.
Egad's a room. Rust and grime fill this octagonal chamber. A wide hallway leads to the south. However, perhaps more interestingly, is on the ceiling, there is a rusty iron grate. And as you kind of enter into this room, Fiore, your glowing crystal lodged inside the forehead of the lion shield, you see a flicker of movement from the grate upstairs. And on the other side of the grate, above you, you see a tall, armored figure shifting to peer down at you. And it is the familiar, if a little unsightly, mask of Faye Shows, the Iron Maiden. The weird Velstrak lady from the floor above.
It's her?
Yeah,
is this the...
She's looking down the grate at you guys. She did specifically warn you not to step on this grate. I guess she was worried about its integrity. That was nice of her. She's staring at you.
Fiore looks up and he waves at her.
She steps into the darkness. You can still see her.
Oh, okay.
She's an interesting one.
Interesting is a word to describe her.
Yeah.
It really is.
I will say, as you enter into this place, there is like a marked change in aesthetic here.
I see.
This room does not look like the rest of the dungeon, necessarily.
Okay.
It's kind of grimier.
Well, everything's a little bit cleaner.
Oh.
There's discolorations on the floor, but it's not dirt. It's more like it's burned into the stone. But everything's quite smooth. There's no dust. There's a weird chemical smell in the air, you know?
Okay.
There's acid pitting on the floor and the doors. A stench of acrid chemicals and something else beneath that. But you can't quite identify it yet. One thing you see is strange is carved onto the wall on the other side of the room is... I have no way to say this politely. There's a giant cock carved into the wall.
What?
Blink.
Huh?
Blink.
There is a
Fiore
giant
blinking.
penis carved into the wall here.
What the fuck? Who did this? Silk is like, oh my god, what? Who would
That's
put this
crude.
here? Oh,
What
crude.
is that?
That is a penis.
No.
Yeah? Yes, it is.
That is not what penis looks like.
It is, I'm afraid.
I'm really scared to ask what you think that penis looks like. You could hear the effort in his voice when he is talking about this.
Borbo looks at you in a way that asks, do you really want to have a conversation the differences in biology between goblin cock and any other ancestry's cock?
He turns 180 degrees.
Regardless, that is carved there. It's not very well drawn either. It's like someone took a fucking sharp rock and fucking carved it into the wall as big as he could.
This is like graffiti?
Yes. Very much so.
I guess someone was mad down here at someone. Oh.
But why? That feels like such a crude thing to do, and I don't mean this in like a nice way, but the people that we've seen haven't really seemed like the type of people that would just do that randomly.
No, it's quite childish.
No, that's something that teenagers do.
Perhaps there's some wayward juvenile running around down here.
That would be bad. Oh, God.
An undead one.
With your perception, Alrik, I think you can see that some of this, as you approach this carving, you can see that the acid seems like there's acid scars in every surface nearly. Mm-hmm. You can see remains of paint in the wall that are probably similarly crude graffiti, but most of them have been washed away by this acid. Looks like only carved stuff is remaining.
Also remnants of paint on the walls. It's been washed away mostly by the acid, but...
What the?
Some sort of graffiti?
That's odd. Where do we want to go from here? There's the door, and then there's a pretty long hallway. It looks like there's some doors down that way as well.
Why don't we check out the one that's closest to us, and then we can go down the hallway?
Sure.
Get it out of the way.
Fiore raises the shield again, just in case. Oh.
Fiore, you open the door, and you see a flight of very natural rocky stones leading deep, deep, deep into a deep, deep cavern.
Like, downstairs deep?
I don't think downstairs deep, but you did see from that north viewing window there was a cave this way.
Huh. It's a cave.
Oh. Huh. How far down do you think this one goes?
Pretty far down? It looks like it goes down pretty deep.
It looks maybe 20 feet deep. It kind of curls around a corner, though, so you don't really know.
20 feet, maybe. But it curls around. Do we want to go this way? I'm okay doing anything. All of this is fine with me.
Well, our main priority is the laboratory, so I'm afraid we might actually have to save this one for later.
Okay.
Would you like to close the door and go check this out?
Yeah, Silk leaves it marked on their map as a cave that they have not explored.
Okay. Gently, you shut the door and continue your exploration.
Silk steps towards the hallway and he kind of flicks his wrist even, as a come here.
Alright. Down the hall. Oh, there's a door, and he points towards the door that is down the hall. The first door is to their right. To the
west.
West.
Yeah, before that, make me a roll me 1d4 and then make me a perception check.
Okay.
Whoa. I don't. Whoa.
Just roll me
what?
1d4. Roll me 1d4. It's okay. It's a 1d4 chance.
Yeah. Okay.
Bro.
3.
1/4 chance of what?
Okay. Roll me a perception check, all of you.
Oh, that's so scary. You scare me.
Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, you guys are moving south through this hallway. And as you are coming past that door to your right, which has a little sign above it. It has a little sign in Sackvrot which reads dissection chamber.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's not what catches your attention. What catches your attention is coming from the other wall. The one to the east, the regular wall.
Oh.
You hear something from the other side.
Oh.
Muffled, but clearly playing music. Pumping through the walls, and the sounds of cheers.
That's that melody. I heard that before, and we read about it in the letter.
Huh. Is there something with the wall?
Alrik, I think you put your hands on the wall, and you can sense vibrations. No, it's not a magic wall. There's something on the other side of the wall, playing loudly.
Okay. No magic. This is real music.
What in the world?
And there's something or someone playing something behind this wall.
What do we want to do?
Well, why don't we check these doors first, and then we can further investigate?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys are, you're looking into the dissection room first, is that right?
Gonna make sure there's nothing, like, insanely important in these rooms real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. You creak the metal doors open into the dissection room.
Oh, shh.
Metal shelves and operating tables hint at this room's original purpose. Clean bones and bits of rusted metal lie in piles throughout the rest of the room. However, deeper into this room, Fiore, you see him before the others do.
Yeah.
Oh.
A bit of squiggling, wiggling shapes. A bit of squirmy, wormy nonsense coming out from the darkness very slowly.
I don't like those words in that formation.
Silk and Alrik, the two of you can't make them out perfectly yet, but you get a good sense of what they are judging by the way they move. And Fiore, you can confirm this with a grimace. That a pair of oozes are slowly, the moment that the light from Fiore's shield hits them, they immediately react and squirm a little bit. These weird, yellow, pussy-like shapes start squirming out of the darkness. And fellas, immediately we're going to roll some initiative.
Oh, man.
Not one, Fiore. You open these, and I think a wave of smell hits you. A rotten smell, like really, really the stench of decay, that fruity scent, and it hits you so bad that I think you flinch, right?
It's like, oh god.
Alrik, we're gonna start with you. Fiore has opened the door, immediately goes blech, and these shapes are starting to squirm out from the darkness beyond your view. Oh, not great.
Oh, God. Fucking setup phase, I guess. Rallying anthem. And harmonize. And would I be able to create this anthem now or next turn?
Yes, you would. It would take up your whole turn, but yes, you could.
This is the setup phase, so yeah.
Alrik, you see these weird squirmy shapes coming out of the darkness, and you're immediately like, ew! And you start playing some music and singing a song to remind your friends to not be freaked the fuck out by these weird oozes slithering out from the dissection room.
Just whatever the fuck these weird things are, we'll be fine.
Silk! Ooh! You don't have your glasses activated right now, but you can have them activated.
Yeah, that would be a good call. I'll do that. My first action is to turn it on.
Okay. Silk, you click your goggles, and they kind of... How do they look when their dark vision is turned on? Because these are like cool little circular shades, right?
Yeah. It absolutely... I know a lot of people have this headcanon, but like dark vision things, and like specifically dark vision eyes, have that like weird glowy thing, like when you take a picture of someone. That odd like reflection in the eyes, but it's the whole lens for this.
Very nice.
And I do have to mention, they look so good on him.
They do. Silk,
they do.
You get dark vision. You can see them now, right?
Disgusting.
These awful, weird jellies. They're golden, almost like I said, like pus. And they're slithering towards you. They look like a weird bodily fluid from a wound not healing well. They're quite big, I want to say the size of a cow, and they're just slowly towards you.
It's so fucking gross.
It's pretty nasty.
Okay, I think I'll roll knowledge on them, just so I know that setting them on fire won't make the entire building explode.
Sure. So, would you like to make me a check, and you can say what check you would like to use?
Aberration lore?
Okay, and if you guessed correctly, then I will let you know, like, you'll have a bonus to it. That's the little home roll we're using. So, roll me a recall knowledge, and I'll use the correct modifier. Critical success! So I think when you for a moment you squint, as like, is it an aberration? Then you're like, no, it's not. It's definitely not. This, however, you know exactly what it is. It is an ooze, which is not an aberration. It is its own unique awfulness. But specifically, this is a tomb jelly. Tomb jellies are animate masses of protoplasm with a sickly combination of yellow, grey, and black hues. Their acidic bodies dissolve flesh, but leave other materials, including a victim's gear and bones, intact. Some ancient cultures entombed bodies in stone sarcophagi with tomb jellies to allow the ooze to break down the flesh and clean and polish the bones. You know that they are not weak to anything. They're also not resistant to anything, but they are immune to slashing, to mental, to precision damage, to critical hits, to acid, to bleed, to visual, to void. They have a fuck ton of immunities.
Okay. That's good. Force barrage. One action.
Okay. Pew! Roll me out damage as you send out a single needling blast into this thing.
Just one.
2 damage.
Yay.
You do... Sorry, that's 4 damage. You shoot a little magic needle, flies into this tomb jelly, and it ripples a little bit. It does not look particularly hurt by this. It is the tomb jelly's turn now. Both of them. And it's going to spend its first turn... the one to the side that you hit, Silk, it spends 15 feet... It spends another 15 feet. And with its third action, you're never going to believe this, it spends another 15 feet. It is slowly slithering towards the door. The other one, guys, you're going to love this. 15 feet. 15 feet. And with a shocking turn of events.
15 feet.
15 feet. They both move 45 feet closer towards you. They were at the very back of this room, and now they are making their way closer. Fiore, it's your turn. This is the nastiest shit you ever did see. Silk, just let you know that these things are protoplasm. You don't like it. You don't like this shit. You don't care for it at all. What do? You have 2 actions because of how much you dislike it.
How... Oh, wait. What were they immune to?
Slashing.
Okay, that's fine.
And critical hits.
But they're not immune to bludgeoning, right?
No.
Fiore's going to... When I raise my shield, it automatically attacks, right?
Yeah, as a free action, you can just...
Okay, then
but that would be
Fiore
piercing.
is going to...
It's still not immune to it, but just so you know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have it raised right now, so that would give me an attack, and then I can do bludgeoning from then on. Because I'll just bash. So he's going to move forward, and then he's going to raise the lion's shield.
Okay. The lion's shield roars to life, eyes flickering with the same light energy as the one coming from the Everlight crystal. You are standing before one of these tomb jellies, and it bites down.
Okay.
Make me that attack roll.
37.
See, that would be a critical hit.
It is. I rolled a 19.
Yeah, you did. But it's not a crit.
It's a crit in my heart.
It's a crit in your heart. This thing has 12 AC. But it doesn't matter because it has immunity to critical hits and really high HP pools. So Fiore, the lion shield bites into this tomb jelly. And that is going to do damage, but it's not going to do any critical damage.
It's okay. Doing damage is good enough. I don't think... Is there a thing that happens when the lion shield, like, critical hits, or does, like, none of that happen?
I guess deadly would activate, wouldn't it?
Okay.
That's weird. I guess it would. Is that critical damage?
I don't know. I don't really know how it works.
On a critical hit with the deadly trait, the weapon adds a weapon damage dice of the listed size. Roll this after doubling the weapon's damage, which it wouldn't do in this case. This weapon increases to 2 dice. Okay. I guess you would roll it, but...
Should I roll the regular damage first, and then I roll something else afterwards?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, 18 damage is nothing to scoff at.
That's really nice. Now roll me another d8, please. Okay, that's an extra 8 damage. That's going to be 26 damage?
Yeah.
Very nice. Fiore, you run in, you raise your shield, the shield ramps down. That's going to be 26 damage. Very nice. You have... That's your turn, right? Very clever way of getting around Tomb Jelly. Very clever.
I'm very smart.
Alrik, it is your turn. Golly jeez. You can see them properly now. Bad.
Alrik is not a fan. Yeah, Alrik is going to strike once with his bow on the one that Fiore is attacking.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's a hit.
Yeah, that's a 30. That is you do add a deadly d10, which is nice. So, I guess roll me that damage and then add an extra d10.
Okay. So that is 9 damage and plus another 9.
Okay, that's 18 damage. Very nice. Alrik, that keeps one of your songs going. Which one?
Courageous, I guess.
Okay, Courageous Anthem keeps going. You have one action left, and you could keep the other one going by also hitting them.
Yeah, okay.
Or you can spend an action just to do it, but come on. Come on.
No, I don't actually.
That is actually a hit because Courageous Anthem should be applied to it.
Oh, okay.
You rolled an 11, which is a really bad roll. But
usually, yeah.
You have your Courageous Anthem up, which just pushes it to hit.
We live an amazing life.
That is how much extra damage?
That is an extra 4 damage.
It's better than 0 damage. Alrik, you send 2 arrows into this thing, even though one of them should really have been a miss, but this thing is just so big and floppy. That keeps your Courageous Anthem and your Rallying Anthem going. And that is going to be your turn, right?
Yes.
Okay. Silk, it's your turn. Oh, fuck this.
Man. 2 action Blazing Bolt. I want to hit both of them. Actually, wait. I'm going to move. Right here. So I don't hit Fiore.
Okay, go for it.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome, brother. That's a 34 for the first one.
That would be a hit. That would be a crit if it weren't a fucking ooze. Crits hit you really in the weak point, but these things have no weak points. They're oozes.
Guess what, guys? I rolled almost minimum damage.
There's no way you rolled 3 1s. It's 8 damage, I guess. With your absolutely monstrously bad roll. But then you have the other one flashing out to the one to the south fighting Fiore.
Yeah, I get to make an attack against this one as well.
That's right.
Let's hope it's fucking better. 29, that hits.
29 is a hit, roll me that damage.
All ones. Fuck. 14.
Okay, you hit him with 14 damage. Silk, blazing lightning erupts from your gun and hits into these 2 awful little oozes. And as the smoke clears, they're gonna keep slurking forward.
I wish they wouldn't.
And I do have bad news. The top one's coming for you, Silk. It spends its first action slurking forward 15 feet. And then it spends a second action slurking forward 10 feet. And then it is going to strike at you with its pseudopod. And that is a 26 to hit, Silk.
I use Retributive Strike.
Woo! Hit him.
But it is 2 plus my level, so that would be 9 less damage.
Hey, Silk, you take 1 damage.
Woo! And also, I'm going to attack. But I'm. Is it okay if I'm using the Lion Shield? Do I need to be using the Rosaria?
Absolutely. No.
Okay,
Smack him with the Lion Shield.
Well, 35.
That would be a crit, except God hates you. And this also charges up your Tactician's Diadem.
I see.
Remember, you got that thing? Your little... Because you use a proper Retributive Strike, your Tactician's Diadem charges up, which allows you to gain 1 charge to use one of the commands it can let you use.
Wow, I'm very special.
You are very special. Cool. Roll me that damage.
Okay. 17, and then is it a D4?
An extra D8.
D8. Okay. An extra 8 fucking damage.
Wow. Fiore, you whip around and shield whap the ooze that was going for Silk. And that is going to be, 25 damage? Very
17
nice.
plus 8, so I think so, yeah.
Yeah, very, very nice. Silk, this thing was about to engulf you, but instead, it just kind of splats against you. And when it pulls away, the most curious sensation.
What's
Obviously, that stung, and you can see burn marks on your hand where it managed to very briefly touch you. But not on your clothes.
Huh.
It's not interested in your clothes. It's interested in the flesh.
Horrible.
It wants rot. That is that one's turn. It is the lower one's turn, I'm afraid. The one that's fighting Fiore. And Fiore, this one, it's going to... And it just kind of pseudopods forward. And that is a 34 to hit, Fiore. That is going to be 10 acid and bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so I take 8 damage, actually.
What the fuck?
I have 2 resistance to physical damage.
That's bizarre. I have no idea where this is coming from. Wait, does it say on the thing?
Rallying Anthem!
Oh. Thank you, Kirker.
No
Luna.
fucking problem.
Luna!
I totally forgot that was part of Rallying Anthem's thing. I forgot it gave resistance. I thought it was just an AC defense thing.
Yeah, we forgot the best part of Rallying Anthem is it gives you a little boost to your everything. You feel a cool energy shooting through you.
Okay.
For a moment, you experience a very small debt.
Okay.
Like you feel that flood of DMT from brain debt for just a moment.
Vile.
Very. And that's kind of running through you right now. you have been afflicted by something. And I think, Silk, from where you are fighting off against... You look over at Fiore's stunned face.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you realize Fiore has been afflicted with Tomb Curse.
Oh, fuck.
A Tomb Jelly Pseudopod takes... A creature hit by a Tomb Jelly Pseudopod and dealing significant damage from it takes 1d6 persistent void damage. If the creature dies while it has persistent damage, its corpse is affected by peaceful rest. So it will not rot. Which is great, because that means that this thing can just subsist off you for a while.
Great.
Gross. It's going to do it again, brother, because you are very close to it. That is going to be a 21. That's a miss.
Yep, that's a miss.
I dare know it shouldn't make a third strike, but this thing literally has no brain, no nervous system. That's going to be a nat 20.
Bruh.
Now, good news.
I'll give it that.
On the nat 20, that's still a miss.
Oh, okay, that works.
Are you serious?
So, yeah,
That's
you
fine.
have an AC of 28 because you have a fuck-ass high AC.
Oh my god.
Dang.
But what that
So
does mean
it just
is
do
that
regular
when...
attack damage?
Yeah, when a nat 20 misses, it just becomes a regular hit.
Yeah, that makes sense
So
to
that
me.
is going to be just a regular strike. That is 13 bludgeoning and acid damage as it hits another right into you. Your armor is not scarred. Your clothes are not burned. But your face hurts. And I guess you have resistance to that shit too, so... Okay, Fiore, it's your turn. Oh, that doesn't feel good. You keep having these like little shivers shoot through you as if you're dying a little bit and then immediately resuscitating.
Fiore's like, we don't need that right now. I'm gonna keep fighting. I don't want to think about that. That's evil. And I have all 3 actions now, right?
Yes.
Okay, I think Fiore's just gonna attack and attack and attack.
Okay, go for it.
Alright, that's a 30.
That's a crit.
That's 15 plus 3 damage, 18 damage.
Very nice. 18 damage. You plunk into the tomb jelly. You have 2 actions left.
He's gonna attack. Their AC is low enough that I feel more okay.
Yeah, no, you're fine attacking 3 times against an ooze.
To attack 3 times. Because I have a plus 18. So there's... And I attack again. 21.
That is a hit. Roll me that damage.
Okay. That's 16 damage.
Very nice. And with your last action.
A 21.
That's another hit. Roll me that damage.
10 damage.
That was minimum damage,
rolled-
just so you know.
Uh-huh. Yep.
So, Fiore, the way how you're fighting this time is you're literally up against the ooze with your line shield, and you're just like bashing against it, and the line shield is like biting chunks out of the tomb jelly.
He's really helpful.
And the line shield goes. And Alrik, it's your turn. Woof. Fuck these things, frankly.
Honestly, okay. I think Alrik is gonna take a pot shot at the one that Fiore is on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Rolled 19, got 32.
Oh, 32? Yeah, that's a crit, so roll me an extra d10 with your damage.
3, so that's 10 damage in total.
Very nice. You get one of your songs back up. Which one?
Rallying.
Okay.
Alrik is then gonna step forward
Okay.
and hot swap to the battle loot.
Okay, that'll take you 1 action, so that'll be the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrik, you sweep out, you take a shot, and then you take a step forward, whipping out your loot to come help your man in this fight against the ooze.
Yeah.
Silk, it is your turn. The nasty ooze.
The nasty ooze. The dreadful
The horrid
ooze.
ooze.
The splendiferous ooze.
What now?
I can kill myself. I don't want this thing on me so badly. Oh, my Nightmare's Lament doesn't have slashing.
That's right, you can do piercing with it.
That's right. I take that bad boy out.
You got a cool fucking sword. What do you do?
I use it.
Okay, use your cool fucking sword.
Maybe I will. 27.
27 is a hit. Roll me that damage. That's a crit, actually. So if you have like, yeah, you'll do your damage, and then you'll do an extra D8 of damage too.
That'll be 14 damage.
Okay, Silk, tell me how it looks as you're stabbing into him with your cool fucking smoky gun blade made of nightmare bones.
It looks pretty sick, I think. He holds it like a fucking red mage from Final Fantasy.
Very nice.
Oh, hell yeah.
I really just think he's kind of sticking it right through this thing like a toothpick through Jello.
And it fucking works. You have you have one action left, I think, right?
I'm gonna glass shield.
Okay, go for it.
Haven't used that one in a while.
Silk, a shield of starry stained glass shoots over you. And that is the end of your turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, bad news. That thing's probably going to be put to use pretty quickly because the dreaded tomb jelly is coming for you.
Oh no.
And it rips forward and it's going to try strike you.
Retributive strike.
Oh, fuck. Okay, well, yeah, do it. He hits Silk, but hit him.
Okay. 27.
That is a crit. You will, wow, I love that the poor Lion Shield is just going ham on these guys. Like, it's not critting, but it's certainly fucking devouring the shit out of them.
It's having a great time. 16 plus 1, so 17.
17, very nice.
And he'll take 9 less damage.
Silk, you will take 7 damage from this, and as you do, you feel the tomb curse affect you as well. That's going to be 1d6 persistent void damage to you.
Okay.
And you are feeling that, like, DMT surge through you, you know, as you briefly experience what death feels like. And it's like, you know.
Gross.
Fiore, you did take persistent void damage before, and I forgot to give it to you. So let's just quickly roll you a d6 and see how much you took. That was 5 drug damage. That's 5 DMT damage.
Okay.
And Dan, let's see, did you recover back then? Fuck no, you didn't. That's a nat 1, but I don't think anything special happens there.
Bro.
Silk, you also have this now, so that's not great. You're also...
Don't love it.
It's going to try attack you again. That's going to be a 14 to hit. Critical miss. Critical miss because of Rallying Anthem, I should point out.
Whee!
Ay, ay, ay.
Zoinks.
So that is going to be backswing. You deal normal damage to yourself instead of the target. So I think its pseudopod maybe like gets caught on your blade a little bit. That is going to be 10 damage to itself. And with its last action, again, it's not very smart. Silk, an 18, does that hit?
Yep.
No, it doesn't.
No, wait. Nope.
Okay.
Bro just said yes.
Sure.
Maybe I just want to feel something.
Sometimes it's just, you have to go with a vibe. Last of the tomb jellies, the one at the bottom. Fiore, it's going to strike you. That is a 31 Fiore. That is just a hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's going to be 15 damage. Minus 2. That's 13 damage.
Mm-hmm.
It tries again. That is a miss. And with the last one, that's a 22. That's another miss. Fiore, you are basically being battered at your shield whip by this thing. And now it's your turn. The lion, it's so hungry. It's such a hungry little shield.
It's a hungry little shield. How could I not feed him?
Sack the fuck out of this guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack the one that has been attacking me.
Mm-hmm.
26.
That's crit, so roll me that damage.
18.
Fiore, how do you take this thing out?
I think he's like shield bashing against it. Yeah, I imagine that when you or bludgeoning at it, it's like more of it falls apart, like it's spraying off of it. And I think that he's just gotten it to the point where there's not enough of it to keep its shape anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
You absolutely smack the fuck out of this thing, and with a splatter, the tomb jelly erupts and douses itself into just a puddle on the floor. It is no longer holding its shape. The membrane is destroyed.
And then I turn around.
Go for it.
How does it? Oh, it's a 10.
A 10?
It's a miss, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, that's a hit. Just about. That would have been a miss, but you, because of your positioning, are able to hit it in the back.
Okay. 15.
Very nice. 15 damage. It's not looking great. Just like the other one is starting to kind of erupt. And Fiore, you have one action left. What do you do?
I attack.
Okay. With your third action, you go for one last one?
I crush the ooze. Yep.
Okay, go for it.
22.
22. That is a hit. Roll me that damage.
Is it a regular hit, or is it a...
That's a...
one with the deadly?
That is just a crit, actually, yeah. Roll me an extra d8, please.
I have defeated your... They don't take crit damage.
How much damage is that total?
20 damage.
Okay, very nice. Fiore, the lion shield is having an absolute little feast here. It is munching and crunching and chewing and spitting. It goes...
Slay.
And is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Well, bad news. You take 5 void damage as more void energy shoots through you, and you are still feeling it run through your body.
Fair.
Alrik, it is your turn. You've got a loot in your hand, and there's a giant jelly in front of you. What do you do?
These two things are related.
Mm-hmm. They are.
Alrik is going to strike with the loot.
Smack.
Strike 1. 16.
That's a hit. Roll me that damage.
8 damage.
8 damage indeed. Pow! It's really looking bad. 2 actions left. What now? I assume that keeps your rallying anthem going.
Yes. Alright, sick. Then courageous.
Okay, you take an action to... As you pull your loot back, which, by the way, isn't oozed up. There is no residue left on it. Thank goodness. It's not made of flesh. You strum on your lute and start weaving in some courageous anthem. You have 1 action left. What do you do?
Hit again.
Smack!
Well, pot, I saw crit, but I know it's not a crit. 23.
That is a crit, but not really.
Yeah.
So no extra damage. This doesn't have the deadly trait. You don't get any bonus. Smack him.
Oh, max damage, though. That's 17 damage.
Whoa! 17 damage, double 8s, and your strength. And also, wait, hold on. That should have an extra +1 from Courageous Anthem. So that is 18 damage to the tomb jelly, which is looking phenomenally bad. Its membrane is starting to rip, and parts of it is oozing out onto the floor beneath it. Blech. Silk, it's your turn.
Hey, babe.
This sucks.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan. I wish this thing would die forever, I think. I am going to just say fuck it, cast 3 action Force Barrage.
Okay, fuck it, go for him.
It'll be 10 damage.
10 damage. Silk, how do you do this?
You ever see those videos where they shoot like ballistic gel with like really weird shit?
Mm-hmm.
And it like just explodes, but in a specific direction.
Mm-hmm.
He shoots it with these force barrages. It leaves like a skid mark of like slime behind it, facing opposite of Silk.
The tomb jelly explodes like a balloon full of gunk popping, and it splatters onto the floor, making a second puddle of yellow liquid that was once an awful beast. And just like that, combat is over. How are we doing, adventurers?
pretty good. That fight went pretty good, all things considered.
Could have been worse, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, that was not the worst fight we've had. It's a good thing to have more than one my David tip for people who play Pathfinder: have more than one weapon type.
There you go. Honestly, it was pretty clever of you.
So true.
None of you are even particularly dirty. What? Like it's like when you're wearing hydrophobic clothes and like you get in the rain and then it just kind of falls off you.
Yeah.
The tomb jellies did not stick to you. You're good. It's just this weird, like even around your shoe silk as you like ugh, and you pull your feet away. No, it just slides off. Still gross, but
how convenient, he says while like grimacing.
Dice will roll will return after these messages. We now return to Dice Will Roll.
Borbo looks down and says,
"That was most unpleasant."
As are most fights down here.
It wasn't the... Hold on, am I still cursed?
Yeah, it wears off.
Alrik did have a curse cleansing because you know what he got? Level 4 spell.
Oh.
Cleanse Affliction, level 4.
Fuck.
Very cool, but in this particular case, don't worry about it because what I will say is that thing is a curse in name only.
Wow.
It literally lasts as long as you're taking persistent damage.
I see.
Funny.
It's in
regardless. Anytime I hear curse now, I go feral. I'm like, let me at it.
You're like, I can kill that one.
Give here.
You killed the oozes, but now there lies a dissection chamber awaiting for you.
Let's just quickly scan around. If it was just oozes in here, I can't imagine anything terribly important lies about.
Although I will note, you wonder if maybe that's why this place is so clean. Oozes. Oh. Would you like to all spend 10 minutes investigating this room?
Yeah.
Sure. You do a few moments of studying. It seems that this may be... you find a half-filled bin, basically, like a can, which is full of, like, rotting flesh. Just assorted jumbles of cartilage and meat, although it looks partially devoured.
Mm-hmm.
I think... Who has the highest medicine check in this party?
I wonder.
Let's open up the party sheet and see.
Fiore's is plus 11.
The highest medicine in the party is Alrik, just about in front of the others. Alrik, I think you note that this is probably a medical waste dump.
Yeah.
Someone was coming in here with leftover flesh and corpses and dropping them off for the oozes to eat.
They're basically the janitors.
Yeah,
the fucked up janitors.
This place is gonna get mighty dirty now.
Alrik, I think Alrik looks at the bones, looks at everything, looks at where the oozes were, and was like, oh my gosh. So they were the cleanup duty for all the...
Oh.
Isn't that a shame? This place will be filthy soon enough.
It's already kind of dirty.
I mean, it is 500 years old, and the medical dump can only be so clean, I suppose.
At least we're in here at its cleanest. That's all I can ask for now.
There are, I will let you know, several piles of not quite treasure, but like detritus, you know, the leftovers from the tomb oozes, the stuff that they ate but didn't digest, like metal stuff carried by their corpses, by the victims, right? Mostly it's cloth, but you find, are you ready for this? A chain shirt, a steel shield, 3 daggers, a pick, several caltrops, a professional fishing tackle, a spyglass, 14 pitons, and 30 feet of chain, and a 4-pronged key.
Dang.
Finally, I can become a fishing master in Pathfinder 2e.
They never told you what kind of casting you'd be doing.
Exactly.
The College of Mysteries asked me to work on my casting, but they never said which kind.
Who what? Does anyone want anything from this pile of absolute garbage? Like, literal garbage.
I do not.
Fiore kind of looks at this and is like,
Unless you're interested in caltrops, I don't see anything worthwhile here.
No, I can just buy those.
Well, there is a key. You never know when a key might be useful.
Key.
Well, a key is probably a good idea. I think that Silk should take the fishing tackle.
Yes, my love. Silk walks over, bends down, and takes the fucking fishing tackle.
It's like the bimbo meme, except instead of a book, it's a fucking fishing tackle.
God.
That's what I'm saying.
Do the rest of you comment on this?
Is that... Do you fish?
Hmm?
Do you like fish?
Why would I?
That's a fishing tackle.
I could.
It was always my dream for Master Alcinere to take me fishing.
It's now your solemn duty to take him fishing. Did you know that, Silk?
Silk sniffles, and he's like, I'll take you fishing.
I might know a couple good spots, depending on if you want saltwater fish or freshwater.
Oh, I will be able to have pickled haddock.
You could do that, yes. But it doesn't come out pickled from the sea, just so you know.
We will need to pickle it ourselves.
Pickling is my favorite. It's why I have the name Picklebeak. They gave me the name Picklebeak because I found a seagull once dead on the floor, and I brought it back home, and I got the big jar of vinegar, and I put the gull in the jar of vinegar, and I pickled it.
Oh.
Very creative, Bobo.
It didn't very much work, but it gave me infamy among the other goblins who hated me.
In a good or bad way?
Oh, they hated me. They thought I was a disgusting monster. They said Borbo is the dark lizard.
Why did they think that?
Necromancy, I think. They thought I was trying to bring it back. I just wanted a tasty snack.
I see.
Interesting.
Aren't pickles normal for goblins?
Yes, but I was doing it to a seagull, which is... In the goblin culture, this is considered weird.
I see.
Why did you do it then?
I wanted to have a tasty snack of seagull, and I like how things taste when they're pickled.
I'm not gonna judge him for it.
You know what? That's fair.
Food is better than pickle. Oh, but now I'm a puppet, and I cannot have the pickled food anymore.
We will find a way. We will find a way.
We can make you a real boy.
Borbo's eyes are like... For a brief moment, the little doll kind of stares at the floor like,
Oh no.
Borbo. We'll find a way, Borbo.
Let's get out of here.
Surely some magic we can find, but yes, let's leave. I don't think we'll find anything further in the dissection room.
I don't suppose we will. Alrik does take that spyglass, though.
Fiore will take the key.
Okay, so everyone leaves with a great item. Silk leaves with a fishing tackle. Alrik leaves with a spyglass. And Fiore leaves with a weird key.
Smile. Listen,
really important.
Do you think that Alrik is not gonna leave without the Mr. Perceptive over here? Is it gonna leave that fucking spyglass alone? Like, come on.
It's like, it looks cool.
As you leave, you can hear that there is still music playing outside. It's still coming from the door on the other end.
Looks like we're still in time for the performance.
Okay. Oh, and Fiore takes a minute to heal them back to full. Because he is at 55 out of 92.
If you spend too long, that music might end. Just letting you know.
Then Fiore's going to use both of his charges on himself because he is the one that got the most hurt.
That's how much is it? Your lay on hands is 6 times 4. That's 24. It's 48 healing to you.
48.
Yep, that brings you back up to full. So, Fiore, you quickly just say a quick prayer to Sarenrae, and you move back into the stone corridor where that swelling music is pulsing through the walls again. And as you move south, it starts to get louder.
Okay. Fiore has raised his shield, he's kept his shield up because he just wants to be prepared.
Why do you think they're playing music in a laboratory?
Well, maybe that's not the only thing that's on this floor.
Maybe.
I'm gonna open the doors.
Okay.
And on the other side, you find a fucking corridor with doors on either side.
Yeah, baby.
Let's fucking go.
Yes.
This is what it's all about.
This is what
the
I'm
game's
talking
for.
about.
This is
what I
Pathfinder
wanted.
to eat, baby.
Pathfinder 2nd Edition!
Alrik is looking around like, I swear to every god imaginable. Who is the architect?
Oh no, that's Belcora. Master Asinray said that Belcora had this place specifically designed to break the spirit of those going through.
Well,
It works. It works way too well.
it doesn't really work like that for me. I just don't have respect for architectural skills.
Breaks my autistic spirit.
Regardless, to the east, that is where the music is getting louder and louder. Very much so.
Okay. Fiore he waits for the others to get close, and he has his shield up just in case, and he's gonna open the door. And then he's gonna close the door.
No, you don't have to.
Yeah, click.
Keep it open. Keep it open, my friend. Because
Oh my God!
Let me tell you what you see inside this room.
Is this a fucking tavern?
What?
Is this a tavern?
What?
Polished wooden tables, chairs, and a long wooden bar mark this chamber as a tavern. The smell of spilled beer and fried morsels pervades the room. In the southeast corner, an elevated stage overlooks the seating. Doors lead out of this room along all 4 walls, including a double door to the west that looks to be the main entrance. That's where you just came from. And in this room, you see, yes, it's a tavern. And around all of these fucking little tavern chairs, you have a load of Morlocks.
Oh.
Who are like drinking at like different tables and like chattering with each other. There's maybe like 5 of them. There's a strange looking kobold at the bar. At the on the other side of the bar, ostensibly the bartender, is a weird translucent fleshed vampire lady. Her body's like translucent blue ballistic jelly, and you can see her bones and organs underneath. She's wearing a very dapper suit and has a nice haircut, and she has a long, long tongue. But perhaps most impressively in this room is the band.
Oh my god.
Standing on the stage are a set of 4 people playing music. And they are rocking the hell out. At the front, we have a human. No, that can't be a human. Look how pale their skin is. It's almost like a sickly white green. And they are wearing purple wraps all over their body, covering their mouth in an almost turban type like shape head wrap.
That looks like a mummy to me.
It's definitely still alive.
Slay.
They're wielding a tiorbo, which is to a lute, what a cello is to a guitar. and they're kind of like in the back. No, they're in the front, kind of rocking out to this. Then to the right, there is a rat folk. They appear to be the singer, right? She's singing this song in Sackvrot in time to the music, and she's kind of like almost dancing with magic as she's doing it, sending out pulses of colors and light and flashes, you know? In the back, there is a large, beefy reptilian figure. Someone more... I think by now you guys are all pretty good at society, so I think you all pretty quickly recognize that as a Zulgat. The
come back.
Dinosaur folk troglodytes from deep, deep underground.
Why, Zulgat? Sorry, it's a little Filipino meme for you.
This one is wielding a regular lute. The sound is making music the likes of which, Alrik, you have never heard before. It's sharp, angry, but good. And then, in the very back, behind them, is a Hringar, which you guys know basically are kind of like the cousin of dwarves that live in the Darklands. She is a pale woman. She's got these like colorful blue and pink liberty spikes for her hair, and she is slamming away on these drums, which she has like kind of attached on like they're not sat on the floor. They're attached on a weird belt thing in front of her, and she's like going crazy with it, right? As they come to an end of the song, the ratfolk woman calls out, and she kind of punches her fist in the air and says, "Thank you, Warped Brew Tavern! We are Shadow Malice, and we're here to rock your world!" And the drinking Morlocks around the tavern kind of try, yeah! And they are so engrossed in this music that they don't see you guys standing there at the doorway.
Is this a tavern?
There's no way.
Down here?
Strange place to have one.
I mean, I guess it makes sense that there would be taverns for people that don't live on the surface, too. I mean, everybody likes food, drink, music.
I suppose, but where are they... Well, I'm so confused.
By now, a few of them are looking over at you, also confused. Shadow Malice, the band, it would seem, has launched into another round of maybe introductions, it seems. The rat folk says, "If you're just joining us, I'm Rita, the leader of Shadow Malice. This is my lutist, Gulzash." And the Zulgat, Gulzash their name is, he kind of like lets it out. "That's my lutenist, Nox." And Nox here, I think you guys, after a bit of squinting, realize that is a Caligni. Caligni are a species that were once people, but basically sold their souls to these gods, which have since died, in order to live underground, away from the light. And Nox here lets "Come get some!" And Rita then points down at the Hringar and says, "And that's Kragala, our drummer! We're Shadow Mouse, and we're here to reinvent music!"
Well, they'd certainly have.
I don't know if we're allowed to be here. What are they going to do if we just walk in?
Well,
I'm all for live music, of course.
I don't know. Should we leave? I mean, these are the first... I mean...
Who the fuck are you guys?
Okay.
Now every head turns.
We were exploring the dungeon.
What the fuck?
And we...
Oh, don't mind us.
We just came across here.
Whoa! Hey everyone, check out these sun kissers!
Alright.
And Rita kind of like hops down to the bottom of the stage, and I think now the Morlocks all over the place are cheering like, "Yeah, get in there! Yeah, come in!" And the really big Zulgat, who is like, I will say, like size large, weird gut thing going on. They're definitely like some kind of like alternate Zulgat. Just kind of like
alt goth.
Yeah, they kind of squint at you.
Did you like that? Did you guys like that one?
That was really good.
That was pretty good.
Can we circle back to that?
Well, you will get back to that later. Right here points, it says, explorers this deep into the Abomination Vaults?
Well,
How the hell did you even get down here?
That's right.
I'm pretty strong.
Gulzash to Zulgat says, boss, ask them their names. Yeah, what's your names, assholes?
Well, I'm
very good.
Fiore's fun chaser. Not just the others.
Still kind of like waves a hand.
Silk Witch Helm.
Alrik Revra.
I think Nox de Caligny, like kind of leans forward a little bit and says, and what brings you to the Warp Brew Tavern? You're not here to steal our show, are you?
Well, no.
Absolutely not.
We've never heard music like that before. It's good. I like it a lot, I think.
I think Kragala de Heringar, the Darklands dwarf, steps forward and says, if you're not here to challenge us, then what's with the loot?
Alrik looks. Alrik stiffens up and goes, I'm just a god. I didn't.
They all immediately, oh! Just a bird coming from the surface, says Rita. And she kind of cackles a little bit. She hops back up. You know what? These guys, these sun kissers, they probably come up down here not expecting to see a revolution in music. And the crowd goes, yeah.
I mean, I appreciate it. It's really cool, different from what's on the surface. I like it. Not here to steal a show or anything. We've just been exploring.
Gulzash points and says, boss, I think maybe he thinks his music's better than ours because he's from the surface, and surface folk, they're so stinky they think they're better than us.
I was like, what?
I've never thought that. Why would I think that? That would be really mean.
Nox
do you guys have like some kind of self-image issues you're pushing onto us right now?
Nox gives you 2 middle fingers.
Whoa.
And she said, or sorry, they, their pronouns are they, them. And they say,
by the way,
first off, my pronouns are they, them.
Oh,
so get that into your head.
Slay.
Second off.
Do you like that one?
I'm gonna throw up.
If you come down here with your pretentious surface music, you're really looking for a fight.
Well, we're really not looking for a fight.
Really not.
And Kragala at the back starts banging on the drums a little bit and says, you know what this means, guys? Can you say it with me? Battle of the bands. Battle of the bands. Battle of the bands.
Darling, they're not going to say no to this.
Battle of the bands.
I really wish they would, though.
All the Morlocks are also starting to chant in, Battle of the bands. Battle of the bands.
Are these not the Morlocks that are our allies, or are these different Morlocks?
No, these are different Morlocks, it looks like.
I think Fiore notices that, and he's like, these are different Morlocks to the ones that we know.
Oh, right.
This is an entirely different group.
Interesting.
I don't think we're gonna get out of this one.
Come on, Alrik, you have more talent in your left pinky than any of these people combined.
Alrik pulls his hood down in front of his eyes like, I haven't been on a stage before.
You didn't get on stage for the like the school performances?
No, I ran away from those.
Oh, you did? I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. I tried. My mom pushed me to do performances on stage, but I didn't go through with it.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
But you could do it now, couldn't you?
It's a different feeling. I don't know.
Silk grabs Alric's hand and is looking at him, batting his eyelashes.
Alrik is not looking at him guilt. He's like, I don't know.
There is Alrik, we've killed some very scary guys. You are very cool, and you are very good at music. Your music keeps us alive.
And I think Gulzash steps forward and he points his
boss. Tell them that if they don't beat us, we'll beat the shit out of them and then use them as instruments.
And Raja turns and looks at Gulzash and says, "What the hell does that mean?" And Nox leans forward, flashes you 2 middle fingers and says, "I think what Gulzash is saying is you have a choice. If you don't win this, then we won't know. We'll beat us or we'll... No, don't battle the bands or we'll kill you."
Silk leans over to Alrik and is like, "You've got this in the bag. They're stupid."
What? I mean, I suppose.
So are you gonna come in? Are you gonna play with us? All 3 of you?
Oh my god.
I don't play an instrument.
Oh, that's too bad. Because you gotta have 3 people at least in a band, otherwise it's a duo. Everyone knows that.
Is that how that works?
Well,
I don't think that's how it works. Duo is 2 people. It's solo is a singular person.
That's the correct math, yes, but you could still be a band
says,
with 2
"Boss,
people.
tell them to shut up and get up on the stage."
Yeah, shut up and get up on the stage.
Oh.
And by now, every Morlock is chanting,
"Battle of the Burns! Battle of the Burns!"
I'm so sorry. Alrik, you might have to make up for the both of us.
Well, I can certainly try.
I know a little bit of sitar, but that was from school.
Gulzash takes out a sitar.
Oh god. Saren, save me.
It's okay. I think I can probably synergize with that. Don't worry.
Synergize with the consonant.
This is the best encounter we've ever had. Silk is like,
"Do you have a pianoforte? I learned that as a child."
Fucking Nox points and there is a fucking pianoforte in the corner. It's literally on the map.
oh my god.
It's literally on the map. It's around the corner from what you can see. Nox points with one of their middle fingers and they say, "Yeah, Astel, it's over there."
Very cultured.
Fiore stops and goes... I think Fiore stops and goes, "Were you the guys that did the graffiti?"
Oh, that was me!
You hear from the strange-looking kobold at the bar, who is very excited that you noticed their work.
Okay, I was wondering where that came from, because it didn't really seem like everything else that's been in this place.
Do you guys make your way towards the stage and get ready to take part in the Battle of the Bands?
Yeah.
Yup.
Earlier, you all identified a smell beneath the chemicals, and only now do you realize it's the smell of beer. The 3 of you make your way towards the stage where Shadow Malice, a band of underground folk with strange musical instruments, wait for you atop the stage. Smiles are shared, knuckles are cracked, and all of you get into position as you prepare to have a fight like no other, a fight using the power of music.
This episode of Dice Roll would not have been possible without the support of our patrons. Roxy, Cel Ravao, The Protease Inhibitor, Acid Dialogue, River Sports Artists, Put That Shit on Skibbity, Horror Fan, Lightning Scar, Dr. Caesar MD, A Potato, Derpy Gamer, Quinlan Boss, Princess Alavi, Emily is Gay, Tokraki Dexton, Meow Mai, Abigail Wallet, Night the Werewolf Teacher, Ashley, Actually a Bot, Violet, Soul Grease Lobo, Phoebe Jeebies, Daisy Gilliam,
Lux Rexus, Baron Stormcrow, Tony Saunders, Mita, Arave. Waited patiently for Dice Will Roll to return. Thank you, Marshall. Ferric Falcon, Luis Loza, Ares, Alexander Crizzle, May Cohen, Skyly, Jimly Tricked, Transgirl Trish, Bal Punyon, Matthew Wilson Krasnovich, Tillen Shark, Glitch HD, Jace Snooks, Jonathan Love, G Barbera, Luke, Gideon, Simon Strange, Seth, Kira, Lichalope, Gizmo, Cass, Fable McElduff, Ava, Rem T. Bright, Lonesome Chunk, Steph, Sean C., Natasha Lumley, Rhiannon C., Ellie, Jenna Mitchell, Kane Kendrick, Sky Evangeline, Triceratops, Anna Maria, Jordan, Emily Laderna, John the Book Hoarder, SS66 Seeker, and Dame Valerie the Third. If you'd like to see what you can get for helping us keep it rolling, check out patreon.com/DiceWillRoll today.
This show is part of Poderation, the nerdy podcast network. From D&D and video games through to ancient history and books of all genres, we are a group of podcasts all about things you can nerd the heck out about. We are currently looking for new podcasts to join the network. So if you know someone who wants to take their nerdy podcast to the next level, send them to poderation.com to get in touch.